Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and messages from your person. Fire signs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. So, fire signs, I hope you're doing well. This is just a very quick, kind of impromptu messages from your person. And I feel as though somebody's spirit guides came in because there's some tunneling in my left ear. So your person could have a lot to convey to you. I'm going to pull one card from the Wild Unknown Alchemy, and then at the end I will read from the book and read from your tarot reading from the Mystic Mondays tarot deck. So this is for fire sign spirit. Please give me one card, messages from the person on their mind. Messages from their person. Messages from their person. Just one card, please. So, you know, I saw this card when I was shuffling and I was like, that is going to pop out for somebody. And there are only 4 elements, 4 readings that I'm doing in this series. And I knew it. It's the darkening. Darkening. So, I don't know if this is kind of a raven energy, a crow. It's a beautiful card, actually. Like, if we can look at it, I guess, subjectively, it's a beautiful composition. It talks about, it's almost like this darkened pearl, you know, it's like if there's such a thing as pearls of wisdom. It's this gray, dark gray pearl that it's almost like there was some kind of sullying of something, that maybe your person, like they felt something really pure at one time and it just darkened their heart or their opinion, is what I just heard. And they want, it's like there's disappointment and they want to tell you about it. The snake here also suggests that there's kind of a tangling happening. They're wrapped up in something that has been very hard for them to express, talk about with you. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, past, present, and future. Communication, messages from your person. Melanosis. Wow. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Pentacles talks about somebody who is in a great position, or sitting at this in the seat of their power, within the suit of the Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your person could be one of those. They have everything all together. They have their stability, their family, good health, finances, resources, time. But when it's in reverse, it's almost like saying there's a little bit of your person saying, I don't want to say like, oh, their life is falling apart. It's not about that. But it's this energy, right? It's like, instead of touching something and having it turn to gold, it just became tainted. It's like they lost their their zest for something. It's almost like if they're putting on the proverbial suit and they're putting on a facade and they're going into the office every day, it's like rote activity. Like it doesn't fuel a passion in them. In the past energy, Princess of Wands. Like this is so opposite, right? These two energies could not be more opposite. And yet, here it is. Princess of Wands is Page of Wands. Somebody who is excited to learn, excited to take a bold step forward into a new foray, learning something new. But when the card is in reverse, it's like in your past, your person's past, they want to tell you that, you know, they tried to break free. They tried to do something new, but it would have been like starting all over again. And they couldn't bring themselves, that would have required too much sacrifice, especially if they even emulate this kind of energy in any way. To go from a king back to a page, that's a sacrifice. And so they had to kind of deliberate. Seven of Swords talks about strategy. You can see here there's a sword behind her back. So it's almost like what she's presenting to the world is different than what's going on behind the scenes. Seven of Swords can be a card of a little bit of thievery, trickery, when seen in certain contexts. In other contexts, it can be a card of strategy, like trying to work out the advantage in a situation. And it still is that here, but it's almost like out of necessity rather than choice. Like I have to, one, make a sacrifice for something, but two, maybe they have to one-up somebody, or they have to be an opportunist. I'm going to ask for a clarifier. This is in your person's past energy. And again, it's maybe something that they don't talk about with you. Maybe. I do feel a little tiny tinge of shame. A little bit of shame. Thank you, Spirit. The Star card in reverse and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I asked for clarification right before I said I felt a tinge of shame. The Star card is Aquarius energy, and it talks about healing and wish fulfillment. So they're in this place of coming clean is what I just heard. The Knight of Swords is somebody who speaks the truth, comes in very quickly with their knights are individuals of action, right? They do things. And this particular knight is wanting to bring in a sort of clarity and truth. Coming clean is what I just heard. Maybe not necessarily with you, but with their circumstances. Now, I don't necessarily feel like your person is doing anything nefarious, but if you have a feeling that they are, then they probably are. You know, like a stealing from the till kind of situation, but like on a much bigger scale. I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm just using it as an example. Take it as it resonates. Or it could simply mean dishonesty about being happy. You know, especially if this is like your partner. They may not be telling you that they're unhappy, that they have to kind of put that suit and tie on, or whomever, it's not gender specific, right? And go to a job that they can't stand anymore. And it doesn't even have to be that dramatic. These are just examples that I'm getting, but there was a part in their past where they just wanted to try something new, and it's like circumstances did not allow for that. So they're not feeling like they're getting their wish. And it's really frustrating to them. It's turning something beautiful into something worn. In the present energy, the Four of Swords, they could be sleeping a lot. It's not a full-blown, this is, and clarified by the Four of Pentacles, so 4-4. Your person could be 44. Their phone number could have a 44 in it. Your address could have a 44 in it. That's relevant. That's a synchronicity for somebody. Four of Swords talks about rest and recuperation after disappointment. So the Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is heartbreak and heartache. In the present moment, they are trying to regroup and recover. Four of Pentacles, maybe from financial loss. It's almost like we tipped, it looks the same in the upright and the reverse, but somehow when I tip it like this, it's like, I feel like all of the coins are falling out of the bank. It could be not even, it doesn't have to be finances, it could just be emotional reserves. They're empty. Princess of Swords. This came out for the water signs. Idea of Page of Swords is somebody who is curious about the world, looks at things from an intellectual standpoint, wants to do research and reading. And when the card is in reverse, so exhausted that they don't have the energy. They had the energy in the past, but it's like they couldn't move forward. I feel like in this present tense, they don't have the energy to be curious. You know, to enter into a page energy, we have to like channel a little bit of our inner child, right? The inner child in us who was not afraid of what other people would think, who was not afraid to climb trees and jump on rocks and color outside the lines, and you know, that playful spirit is not here right now. I don't want this to be like a total bummer, but like these are the messages from your person's higher self. This is what they're going through. And you know, how does this help you? Maybe it'll allow you to have compassion for them, to support them in a different kind of way. To, you know, maybe you have been upset because this person has been a recluse or isolated themselves away from you and you didn't understand why, and maybe you took it personally. Maybe now you can appreciate what they're going through, which is not to say you're not going through stuff, right? Not saying overextend yourself, but maybe this can help you, you know, just pray for them and think good thoughts and not take it personally, right? Because that energy just takes away from you. It doesn't take away from them or anybody else. It just takes away from you. That's for somebody. In the future energy, though, they're trying to lift out of it. The Five of Cups in the reverse. Five of Cups in the upright is a card that talks about depression, feeling a sense of like a woe is me, self-pity. But in the reverse, it's like I'm not going to be in this energy where I feel sorry for myself anymore. What's the point of that, right? I haven't experienced a victory, but I'm trying my best to surrender. Like I see this kind of hands up in the air, like on a Ferris wheel. There's two kinds of people on a Ferris wheel, right? The ones that grip to the side and they're just like terrified. And there are ones that lift their arms up and just start screaming because they're so happy. They're just releasing. And I feel as though your person at this time could be really trying to be a little bit more spontaneous, a little bit more expressive. When the Six of Wands is in the upright, right, this is like the ticker tape parade through the town square. It's like in front of everyone. It's public recognition, fame, or accolades, awards. It's like, I just heard it's like I want to do something that makes me proud. I'm going to pull a clarifier for that. 2 came out. The 10 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is nostalgia, right? It's talking about inner child, looking back to the past with fondness of the things that made them happy when they were young, right? 10 of Cups is bliss. It's joy and blissfulness. It's 10 full cups of love. That's 16 cups right there. That's a lot of love. And to clarify this energy, they're looking to the things that they may have abandoned within themselves. That's heavy. That feels so heavy in my heart. I'm going to read from the book for the darkening. It's number 12, which is the Justice card. Your person could be a Libra and going through their karmic balance right now. Their karmic balance. So, melanosis, the darkening. Depth, readiness, churning. In alchemy, darkness is an achievement. It indicates the material has been through a significant occurrence, sometimes called an initiatory experience, that has brought it into a state of readiness for the work. The darkness prepares us. We've moved beyond the small talk and chit-chat of the upper world and descended into the psychic layers of the soul. We admit who we are fully and bravely and thus open ourselves to the process of transformation, trying to open ourselves to that. When this card appears, it's not necessary to delve into what brought you here. The initiation, likely by fire, that has caused the embers to char. Rather, it's time to heal, and darkness is the remedy. Closing your eyes is a voluntary expression of darkening. By practicing it daily, we drop into the depths and surrender. As the alchemist's eye adjusts, transformation begins. What? Like closing of the eyes. The person could be enacting some kind of meditation practice to help them. Fire signs, send your person really, really positive energy. And I also want to say be forgiving. This could be hard on you, maybe as their partner, as their friend, to watch this from the periphery. But remember, we all have our path that we must walk. And we can be supportive soul tribe and hold their hand either physically or energetically. So respect where your person is and respect where you are, and allow them to go through this process, because you can't see the light without the dark. That's your reading, fire signs. If this resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, fire signs.